Good morning. Good morning.
Hey Gina, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Ah, good, better.
Good. What happened?
Yeah. Well, at the waiting table, I had to talk to an attorney for, yeah. So, and he's a judge. My friend is a judge.
Yeah,
Like, what to do at, like, it's all,
you're cutting in and out really bad.
and, um,
Hang on. All I got was you talked to an attorney and your friend is a judge.
yeah. And so she's helping me navigate working there.
Nice. Very nice. It's just absolute crap there's a lot of crap employers out there. There just really, really is. And a lot of crap managers, and it always starts from the very, very top because if you hired it, you
Right.
allowed it, you keep
Right.
it, and you
Right.
can see the turnover. So
Yeah.
it's just, oh gosh, it makes me crazy. And it took me a long time when I was younger. I was like, I want to find the perfect company. And then I realized finally at one point, look, you need to make the perfect company because you're not going to find the perfect company. I've had two or three really amazing people I've worked with, and then the rest pretty much have been shit, It's just like, wow,
Yeah.
it's so weird because I don't think the general population is that way. I think the general
Right.
population is a much better mix of, all of it, but it seems like management. So I never want to be
And the
that kind of.
bullying, I'm like, I just want them to stop bullying me. Just
Yep,
just let me do my job.
exactly. I will work. The thing that also makes me crazy is you're like star ace, awesome, authentic, hardworking, honest, good human being. Why would you not lift that up?
Right.
It's crazy. I've been star ace employee and I've been fired. I've been both.
Right.
And not just once, a couple of times. I was sitting there the day and I was like, I think I've been fired twice. And then my husband's like, did you count this one? Okay, 3 times. He's like, did you count this one? All right, stop. You know? So
It's like,
maybe
damn.
I know, maybe 4, maybe. But I'm also star ace employee that everybody flipping loves, and I'm just me. There's not a difference. I'm still me. So it's not, I don't think the issue's me. I would think if I was fired on a consistent basis, the issue would be me, but it runs a gamut. Um, so anyway, that's my 5 cents on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like I had 2 days off, and like yesterday, I was like, yesterday afternoon, I was supposed to go in babysitting. The babysitter couldn't pick Christopher up. I was gonna be an hour late, so I called in. I was like, "Are you cutting?" Like based on reservations.
Right.
I can come in at 5 or I could be cut. Like if you're
Right.
cutting.
Yeah, cut me
And so they're
first.
like, right. And so
Yeah.
they cut me.
Right.
So my son, who's 19, like I was trying to figure out, he doesn't drive. So like I'm trying to figure out who could do this, who could do that. He's like, just call out. You need a mental break. And he was so sweet. He called the babysitter that was going to pick him up and was like, tell Bree you can't do it because she needs a break.
The younger generation does protect their mental health, and we did not learn that skill. And I just had a conversation with my husband the other day because he's trying to deal with all the stuff with his dad. And I'm like, it's okay to say or do a mental break from somebody who mentally makes you absolutely insane. And I mean, his dad is a horrible human being. But it's okay to draw that line. because Greg is like, well, my body's not broken yet. Yeah, but your brain is,
Right.
mentally, your emotions are, your heart definitely is. It's okay to draw that break. And I had to learn, no, I don't have it down yet. I am also, I want to learn the skill. I'm going to word this right. To not go all the way to the edge of the cliff before I draw a line, but to make sure that I'm plenty of steps back. Because to be really honest, if you've ever stood on a cliff, I don't even like getting within 3 feet of that puppy. Greg will go all the way over the edge and look down. I am not. I'm like 20 feet back going, oh, hell no, I don't want to be over there. And I need to do the same mentally as I do physically. Because he is right on the edge of Waimea Canyon, the Grand Canyon, any cliff. Right there looking down. Look at how cool it is. And I'm like,
not looking.
No, I can see plenty from back there. I don't
Right.
need to
I'm with you.
I can see this and it's good. That's good. I get it. It's a cliff, Ugh. So anyway, morning, Craig. You're in the dark.
Hello.
You're muted.
How's everyone?
I can't see you.
I'm just getting home.
Okay,
I'm taking my son.
pretty sad.
I'm trying to get situated.
Okay. We're good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I gotta
Awesome.
let my dog out.
All right. It's not a euphemism, is it?
Yes.
Right.
Love it. So, well, can you hear us? Because if you can hear us, I'm going to catch you up real quick. Oh, nope, you put me on mute. All right. Well, Bree, darling, let's hear some good stuff besides the attorney thing. Let's hear something else.
So I had a Zoom with a top real estate attorney, and she's agreed to partner with me on the commercial side. So I'm putting together a packet of a commercial packet. I've got a booklet, but it's just me in it. So now I've got all these people that are willing to partner with me. So she's excited. A friend of mine introduced me to her. She's already got commercial, like she's a top commercial attorney. And she happens to be an African-American female.
That's cool.
So
the booklet, is it just as easy as adding in like my team and bio pages? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the last page it's modeled after Betty's.
Okay.
So I've got a closing attorney, I've got a contract attorney, I've got an environmental person, and a survey person.
I love that. And you just gave me an idea, because that's what I have is like 8 million ideas. All the stuff that you're putting together for low income, urban, NARAB, all that kind of stuff, grants and all that. What if you did booklet form?
Booklet for NARAB?
For a booklet form for all the lower income, affordable housing packages that you're doing with your house that you did where you got them for like 140,000 or something like that. That would be your prime example or your example.
Oh, okay.
And then you had, programs that can do boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah.
An easy way to get that marketing out together. Cause I know you've been I know I've been pushing on my side. I don't know what you've been doing on your side, but I know on my side I've been pushing. So.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. And I raised in 3 hours, $600.
Wow.
We're doing a giveaway of Thanksgiving food for NARAB. And so I sat down and did an email to every member of NARAB. And within 2 hours we've got a total of $1,100.
Nice. Very nice. What's your goal?
1,000.
Oh, cool beans. Very cool. Congratulations.
Thanks. And I got the grocery store to donate some money, donate a gift card. I told them, I was like, if we shop there, what can you give us?
So,
and then I got Base donated to give, like the community center, they were going to charge us 60 an hour. I got them to donate it.
Nice.
So we have, the only expense we have were the baskets themselves.
Okay. Make sure, it's a fine line and it's a sensitive fine line, and I'm hyper aware of that. And make sure that that gets promoted out on some level. And again, like I said, it's a fine line to not be,
Right.
I mean, so just walk the fine line, but do make sure that, people know. And one of the easiest ways to do it is, partner with us. We would love it if you partner with us as we do this. This is what we do every year. Because then it's not so much of, look at me, I am flipping amazing. Look what because when you give, has a weird vibe if that's what you're doing afterwards. So just, but get that out there because that's really good. Make sure that whatever you guys are doing, it keeps on circling around and you leverage it for as much as you can possibly get out of it. So, all right, Craig, what's some good news?
Well, I have a showing this morning
Nice.
with my buyer. So we're going out. He's not wasting any time. He's serious. So I'm looking forward to closing the deal before the end of the year, getting paid. Also,
I love that because when you get paid, I get paid.
Absolutely. We get paid. Also, my investors, so I'm finding properties for them. That I'm sending them. Hopefully, they'll bite on a couple of these properties as well. And I got an idea. I'll come back to that. But one of the guys that's got a property, he's got a duplex for sale. He's in the Columbia market. I actually remember him. He was a wholesaler, and he used to run ads on Facebook in this area. And so he got his real estate license, I think, a year or two ago. So he's with this company and called Excel. I never heard of it or whatever.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to talking, and he was asking me, how's EXP? And I was like, oh, it's great. This is my second stint with them. So, I really like it. So he goes on to tell me about his company, Excel, and, he can, after they do like 3.5 million in production, then they cap, and it's capped for life. And, they just pay some fee every year, like $4,000 a year or something like that. Right. So I says, okay. I said, well, I never heard of that. I said, we cap yearly.
Right.
I said, and then not only that, I says, how's your brokerage making money? Because he's saying, it's 80-20 split. I says, okay. So he's trying to tell me how good Excel is. I says, that actually sounds pretty good. I said, and we offer all of that, because he's talking about the training as well. I said, we offer all of that. I said, and then we're cloud-based. And I said, I get paid. I not get paid, but I get stock every time that I close a transaction, because we're publicly traded. And I gave him the numbers that I had, the money that I had taken out when I originally left EXP from the stock, and it piqued his interest. So we're gonna have a talk here soon, hopefully. He was interested in what I was doing. I told him about, we're investor agents, and himself being an investor, he really liked that. So I'm going to invite him to Monday Night Live. Hopefully he'll come over and check it out, and it'll make it easier.
I love it. I love it. One of the things that I really like when the people talk about either flat rate companies, so per transaction fee basically, or the I only pay $4,000 a year, $5,000 a year, $6,000 a year, or whatever. I'm like, is that the first thing I'm digging into is like, what is that all you pay? Like, what do you like?
Yeah.
Why don't pay anything? Da, da, da. Okay, so what are you using for your CRM? What are you using for DocuSign? What are you using for this? What are you using for that? So there are, because there's no way a company can exist on $4,000 and provide, you know what I mean? The agents have to do on their own usually. So that's the first thing. So I'm like, because let's really compare. But then the second thing is, what if you had all of that and you got paid and it didn't cost you anything? Like nothing. And if you're a good producer, because if they're either they're a low producer or they're a great producer, or they're somewhere in the middle. Obviously, duh, right? That's a stupid statement. But if you're a low producer, then it almost makes sense to stay at the flat rate stuff. But how are you going to grow? Like, who's going to be filling your mind to grow? So I kind of go that direction. If you're a mid producer, you probably do want to grow. So again, what does that look like? And who's helping you there? And if you're a big producer, why would you pay $4,000? We could be in my company for free,
Yeah.
and like what? Like, and then I kind of walk through, like, you get all your money back. And I mean, if you know other agents, anybody joins, you get an extra $5,000 on top of it from the team. I mean, so it starts to, if you're a big producer, that's why the big producers keep coming over, because it makes sense. It's free. It doesn't make sense to be anywhere else except for free.
Yep.
So.
So the second thing is, so I met with a Mongo Homes representative a week ago. I went and toured her neighborhood. And she's in this town, Anderson. The community that she's working doesn't have a lot of homes in it. And the college, Anderson University, is building, they're building some apartment dormitories for the students right next door, right behind it. So she gave me some information about the university. Their projected growth is like, it's something crazy. I think she said like 20 times of what they are now. Yeah, and it's like crazy. So in the neighborhood that she's in, those homes are high 200s. But she put something on my mind for my investors. So she's saying that she had one client that bought a home in there for her daughter. Her daughter's going to be a student, and then she's renting out rooms. Bam,
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that turned on the light bulb for me. I got two guys, two of my investors who can purchase those homes cash. So I want to pitch that to them and know what I'm talking about, and give them the idea. I even looked into the corporate housing as well, because they're going to have a lot of different professors and different people, executives coming in because of the growth. So, I want to kind of dig into that and see if they'll bite. I think it'll be good for them.
So many ideas here. Oh my gosh. The first one is usually around colleges. It's the really nice area around the college with the great big grand homes. Those are the perfect ones for the executives. So those are the ones that they go after. Also, if it's really close to the college and they do have big grand homes with lots of bedrooms, or can be switched over into lots of bedrooms, those are perfect for like a dorm situation also, because every single room can be rented out. And then the third thing is that my mom always did. So mom taught me how to do it. Mom followed the planning commission, and whenever stuff got approved, that's where she would start looking. And I grew up my whole life going after the planning commission. What are you doing? Where are you doing it? What do you do? Why? Where's the roads going in? Where are you widening? Where's the grocery stores? Where's, the new housing developments, whatever it is. It's part of like, I found out that lower income housing was going in. We were looking at buying maybe where Greg lived when I first married him, and we knew low income housing was going in across the street. We also knew we could buy brand new in this other development over here, and the price was the exact same. It was a wash. And I'm like, this makes perfect sense. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because this isn't going to do in value what this is going to do. This is a brand new planned community where first person keep coming in, So we did. And when the downturn hit, on that particular property, we only lost $30,000. which sounds like, oh my God, you lost 30K, but everybody lost 130K and we only lost 30K on that puppy. But again, it was following the planning commission and paying attention to what was going on and where they're building in roads and all that kind of stuff. So it's good knowledge to know. It's really good
Yeah.
knowledge. So,
And then I have
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I have another smaller builder as well. She's got, and I mentioned her before, she's got some homes that she's building, like 2-2s and 3-2s, and they're very affordable. They're like 180 in the 180s. They're below
Wow.
200,000. Yeah,
That's cheap
built on a
nowadays.
slab. Yeah,
Mhm.
built on a slab. She's kind of undecided. Well, she's getting a little desperate. So I know that these will be good homes to rent, not as much as they would be for like an executive home
No, this
or
is a good
anything
investor.
like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
but for my investors, they'll be a good fit because they can get good rent from them.
Yep.
Now at 180, I did the math. I did the calculations. If it was a mortgage, it would be about, I think it's 7%. I think it was like $1,200 a month or something like that.
Mhm.
So I asked the agent, who's also EXP, she's representing this builder, how much are they getting in rent because they did a lease purchase. She was like, well, they renting for $1,200. I'm like, man, that's not
It
enough.
doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work.
And they should be more.
Yeah.
The problem is the builder, like I said, she's in a lack mindset right now. She's
Mhm.
not in the abundant mindset.
Mhm.
She's thinking that, oh, I can't get this amount of money. When I was talking to the agent, she was trying to figure out how to do the lease purchase. And
Exactly. And it's easy.
yeah, and how much money, they could get. I told her, I was like, you should be asking at least $8,000 down.
Right.
I said, and it could be more. So the
Mhm.
builder says that, well, no, people don't have that much money around here. And I'm like, you would be surprised.
You would be
You would be
very
surprised.
surprised.
Yeah. So she put it out there and got either $6,000 or $7,000 down. And
See?
I told her, I was like, see, people have money. They, they're looking for what they consider a deal. And the guy even could purchase the house. He could get a loan for the house, but he didn't want to do it. He would rather buy this way. I said,
Yep.
so you got people out there that want to do it.
You got a ton of people that have money and no credit and they can't go that direction. And 8,000, I was just doing some calculations. 8,000 down is, yes, that's very, very, very reasonable to ask. Very reasonable. Okay, so when you put it out for lease purchase, or if you do you have people that are in a situation that you know how to structure one of those? I guess is what I'm trying. I'm like, what direction do I want to go? Do you know how to structure one of those?
Somewhat. The problem I ran into is our broker told her that we couldn't do lease purchases. And I'm like, Bush, she doesn't know how to do them herself.
Bang, bam.
Yeah. I was like, that's what it is. She doesn't know how to do it. I
Yep.
said, just do a deal between you and the seller, the builder, because the broker doesn't know what she's talking about. She's never done one.
Nope. They're so easy to, I mean, it's extra paperwork, but other than that, it's not that difficult. It's really not.
Yeah.
The only thing to make sure that I did when I did them, and I worked for a builder and times got tough, and so I put together lease purchases, is to make sure that I got paid. So I made sure whatever that amount was, the 8,000, like my commission came out of that. So the commission came out of it. Money got banked up for them when they did. The plan was, the way I structured it was, so after a year or 2 years, depending upon what version they wanted to do, they had enough money banked for the entire down payment and it locked in the purchase price. The beauty with the builder of it is if prices are going down, you lock in the purchase price right here. That's a beautiful thing. and half of them don't close, that's okay. You've
Yep.
locked the purchase price and got your money, and then, when it does come down in 2 years and you gotta do it again, we'll do it again. It'll be okay, it really will. So your money just doesn't come all at once, your money comes in smaller chunks. Still
Mhm.
coming in.
Yeah. So this builder wants to do some commercial stuff as well. So I'm telling her, like, introduce me to her. You see, I'm helping you, and you see I know what I'm talking about. So she was like, but she's difficult. I said all builders are.
All builders are. You have to
Yeah.
have a personality that says, I'm gonna sink millions of dollars in 5 years into a project for a
Yeah.
single thing.
That's right. So I told her, I was like, introduce me to her, and whatever I do through her, I'll still give you a referral fee.
Right.
I won't cut you out. We can partner with her. We can even do some stuff. I can show you what I've learned commercial, and we can even start partnering that way as well. But she's not,
She can't see it.
yeah, she can't see it, and I don't want to like go behind her back and talk to the builder. I don't want to do any, because that's kind of sleazy to me.
I
But
heard,
I'm trying to show her how she can make money. Well, we all can.
if
You know,
you're
we
in a
both
place,
can.
yeah, if you're in a place of lack, do you want 100% of zero, or do you want 25% of something?
Yeah.
Like, which one of these two do you want? Because I'm here telling you we can do this one, but if you want 100% of zero, I respect that.
Mm-hmm. For real. So, and this agent, she's only been in the business 2 years. She's done well. She had a closing yesterday, but every time I talk to her, she's like, Craig, I think I'm gonna have to, just, find me a job. I've been talking to a builder, one of the big builders, be an on-site agent. I was like, it's no way you can do it, not with your schedule. Because she's got 3 children, 3 small children. One is special needs. So she's
Oh,
on
good
a,
Lord, don't do
yeah,
on-site agent, don't do it.
yeah. I told her it's gonna take all of your time. I said, I have an agent, on-site agent that you can talk to. I said, and she can give you all the ins and outs. And she said it's very stressful. It's all about the numbers. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to convince her, and I told her about the team. I've been talking to her about the team to come over, learn different stuff. She's not biting though. She's in this.
Okay, let's do this. Let's try this.
Okay.
Let's try reality therapy. It's
All right.
my very, very favorite. What do you want? And have her walk through what do you want? What are you doing to get there? And once, give her plenty of time. If it takes her a week, it takes her a week. Just keep on going back to what do you want? And broken record it if you have to. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What are you doing to get there? That one's usually quicker. I'm doing but. Is it working? Better rethink the plan.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready to rethink the plan. I'd like to help you with that. And the thing of it is, that's so frustrating is oftentimes when we're over here, we can see their exact forest and every single thing that's going on. I wish I could see my own forest as clear. I really do. And sometimes you meet somebody, like when I first met Bree. When I first met Bree, I was like, you do realize your leadership and your potential, you do realize that you're all these things. And I would say that about all 3 of you, actually. I can totally see your greatness and what you guys are doing and can do in the future also. I can completely see what that is. The difference between that girl and you guys is that I see you guys as very, very open to like, all right, let's learn, let's get inside my brain, let's get everything fixed and going, and then let's go nail it. You know what I mean? Versus she can't see it yet. And if you can't see something yet, then I think the answer is just to keep on asking thought-provoking questions and just let the question hang. Like ask, shut up, just let it hang. Because our brain cannot handle, it can't handle a question. It can't. It can't handle an unanswered question. It just can't. It will sit in there and sit in there and sit in there. And which is a good reminder, because my good news, last night I finally finished my speech in that I finally I just sat here for like an hour going through, I Zoomed myself, which was not pleasant, but recording different versions. Until I was like, okay, hang on, I like this and I like this and I like this and I like this. But I couldn't get the ending. Greg's like, your ending doesn't have the, it's ambiguous. It doesn't have the punch you want. It doesn't have it. It's not super clear. And I finally reworked it, but I left my whole entire speech ends on a question. And now it has this powerful punch because it just sits there and I don't answer it. I don't answer it. And that's the power of an unanswered question is, and that's what I want. I want something to grab. It's got a twist ending and I want it to grab and I want it I want it to hang, just hang right there because it works. So that's what I would try.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
But
And I've been helping her, you know, she's not even under me. Somebody else brought her in to EXP. And you know, I just happened to reach out to her, you know, and I'm helping her with everything, like, you know, where to find stuff at, you know, and then she was like, you know, my sponsor doesn't even pick up the phone. You know, I call her and I need something, and then, you know, it may be a day later when I hear from her. And I was like, well, you know, I'm here. And holler at me anytime. So I'm just trying to. I see her potential, like you're saying, and she's done well. She just doesn't see it.
yeah,
And she's done more than the average. She's done more transactions than I have this year. You know. And she's got good business. She does. She needs some guidance, and she needs to put some stuff in place to continue getting that business, because she's done enough deals to get referrals from her past clients.
mm-hmm. Yep. What a great lesson. What a great thing also, because a lot of times I have to take that mirror and turn it back and look at myself also and go, all right, girl, come on. So yeah, that's really good. Thanks for that, Craig.
You're welcome.
Hey, PF, what you got?
Not much except for what I shared last night, except that now I'm very glad that I joined in late. I looked at the clock. I've been waking up like around 3 in the morning and then falling asleep and then oversleeping and sleeping through my alarm. So I'm very, you know, my good news is that I punched in, and I'm very glad that I joined in the conversation. Thank you, Greg. He didn't hear it, but
Yeah, that's okay. It'll still go
yeah,
out there somewhere in the universe.
yeah. But I'm glad that I made it for hearing a few snippets from what you guys were sharing. It's pretty awesome.
That's good stuff. Yep, it's good
Yeah.
stuff today. Awesome sauce.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. I'm glad you made it. Has anybody got anything real quick before we head out?
I
All
had
right.
a heart-to-heart with my client whose husband kept undermining, like he wouldn't fix his credit a year ago. He has champagne taste on a beer budget. He keeps poo-pooing everything that we find within budget. I can't get him to the table. I talked to my client who's committed. I said, I need him to be committed. If he's gonna be in the decision-making, you need to have a conversation with him, get him motivated. He need, you know, if a year ago he started fixing his credit, we could use his income right now. We can't. It's not even at 500. So it would, if they average it, hers is like 700, his 400, you know. And so she had a heart-to-heart conversation with them. They're filing for divorce.
Yay. I'm not even joking. I am really grateful that you were the person to get her to open up her eyes to go have a conversation so she could start exploring that, because this person has been
So a year ago, they were qualified for 300,000. Interest rates, everything. Now it's 266. He's still dragging his feet. We were under contract came out from under contract, I'm like, just have the discussion,
Yeah. Stop.
and they did. And she's like, he's not moving forward, like in life.
No. And again, for whatever reason, you can't see it, whatever. And that's fine. I don't want to, not my job to sit there and pack it, but somebody needs to unpack it, and probably him. But I can't, nobody can make him. So I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. Congratulations, Bree.
So she's buying the house by herself. And I was like, okay.
Thank God. I wish maybe somebody did come in my life way back when for the bad marriage and say, hello, but I don't remember it. And if they did, I didn't hear it, and probably needed to go through that crap anyway. So, all right. So plans for the day. I'm going to work my socks off. I'm going to record my speech. And then I've got a bunch of old phone calls to catch so I can keep on hearing it and get it, because I got to memorize it now. And then I've got a bunch of phone calls to make to get caught up on just my regular, on my follow-up calls. So my goal is to get my follow-up calls done. Today's Thursday, because tomorrow all I want to do is write, because my other goal is to get that entire class, the other one that I'm doing for y'all, for me and Success and y'all also, is to have that completely done by Monday. And I want to be able to announce, get together something that goes out so that I have the start date. And I think I might just announce it anyway. I think I'm going to start I got to look at my calendar, but the week after Thanksgiving, whatever that first week is, start that, pick out the 2 days each week and get it blocked out and get it out to everybody. And yes, I would love if all three of you came, and I will get that out. I want to get that group put together and then nailed in for those days. So that's my goal. And I kind of need to know how many classes it is so I can tell you all, because right now I just know it's 3 plus I'm not quite done yet. So I'm grateful for all y'all though. Super grateful.
We're grateful for you. I'm grateful for Craig. I'm grateful for PF.
Yeah.
And-
Yes, I'm grateful for you all.
Yep. And vote for Pedro. Yeah. If you did not wear that on voting day, I would just be that it's perfect. It's perfect. So, all right, y'all, have a fabulous day. I will see you mañana. Oh, tomorrow. Let's do the hot seat again. So if any one of you is anyone working on something that they would like to be in the hot seat that we can tear hell out of and dig into?
I think about it.
Okay, think about it. Because if you have something that you're working on, like Bree's marketing booklet thing that she's building, or Craig, what you're putting together for planning commission, or whatever you're going after for that direction, or PF, whatever you got going on, just something like that. You're like, all right, I want to tear into this. This is what I'm going to dig into. Then let's dig into it. I am going to start doing TikTok videos next week. And I was really struggling over what to do. I just did a hot seat yesterday and I'm like, oh, now I know exactly what I'm going to do. So they're really helpful. All right. Have a fabulous day, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.